All right. Ready? Okay, here we go. Big MERRYS against lionengine, Thermo Man. Neither of these players use their GameReplays.org nicknames in-game. So we start the first game with Toxin against Stealth. Thermo Man, Tox, MERRYS, Stealth. And let me get the text back up on the screen. Seems to be a little bit of lags because one of these guys is having, I think MERRYS, yeah, there it went. He's been having a little bit of PC problems. His computer chokes. And we have 33 latency. That's pretty laggy, but, oh, 41, even worse. But, 45, woo! That's bad, for a 1 versus 1 anyway. But, we're dealing with a guy, MERRYS, I have no idea where he is from. Thermo Man, I guess he's German, I don't know. And I'm from East Coast, USA, so it's going to be a little bit, for certain players, certain combinations of geographic locations, it could be a little laggy. Anyway, we see right off the bat, got the workers going straight up. No box for Thermo Man. He doesn't mind not boxing, whereas you see MERRYS, he boxes. He started his tunnel network there. If MERRYS wants to, he can actually steal $800 by destroying that with a terrorist, but it was canceled by Thermo Man. He's going to get into that building. That building can be destroyed with a terrorist. I don't know why he'd waste it, though. Not worth doing that. Well, I suppose he saw that coming and he may as well do it. The end. And he's got his arms dealer up. Tunnel on the other side. Getting the worker down there for a tunnel there. Already getting that tunnel up there. Finished arms dealer there. Tunnel on the side. Popped out a little bit, but I would not get in there. I would most definitely. Why isn't he shooting this guy? Could have popped that guy off. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but most definitely wouldn't have gotten in there. Now he's going to lose both of those. And the latency is absolutely insane at 62, 64. I mean, that's like max latency. So I do not know. Maybe we should play on Game Ranger. If he's actually having problems like this, MERRYS, if that's who it is that's having these problems, nice to eye on that tunnel there and getting the guys in there. Then this is going to be one heck of a stream. Quick oil capture, as we see with Mr. Todd, aka Thermo Man, aka lionengine.
Where's that projector screen?
Very quick, very quick. Oh. Very quick, very quick. I don't know why he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers there. These guys getting shot down, then he can just come right on in there. A little bit of a weird start to go for dual barracks, 1 supply, oils like that, and a GLA mirror. On an official map anyway, on an official map. If it weren't an official map, if this were CXN or some no money map, then that would be a little bit forgivable. Or rather just something easier to get away with. Now he's producing RPG troopers. See, this is one of the interesting things you get to see from Thermo Man, aka lionengine. I'm just going to call him Thermo Man and MERRYS throughout this. Failed to do the scrap app deny. Seeing another tunnel go up in the middle there, getting himself nice and situated. He is now on 3 supplies. 1 oil has been captured, another one is going to be successfully captured, so he will get himself to the equivalent of 2 supplies. But he will not get himself to the equivalent of 3 supplies without this capture here, which if he gets it, then he will be on a little more than 2 supplies income, which is alright. They're not complaining about lag. I assume the 2 of them have lag together anyway, and this is not going to go well for MERRYS. He's going to lose that one there. He's going to have to scrap deny that. And it is successfully scrap denied. He's going to get another RPG trooper there over on the side. He got himself into that bunker with him. that bunker is not going to be cleared out because that rebel is going to get shot. Going up to the second supply. Going to stop that worker so we can't secure his other supply for that. That was stopped. Managed to get the oil there. Good. Now he's got himself enough money to go into a second arms dealer. Worker coming down there. He's just missing it with his rebel. Could deny. Not going to. Getting himself terrorists in. Perhaps going to go for terror tech on the main. Oh, never mind. Scratch that idea. He's going to go for the oils with the terror tech. Get himself a tunnel up on the side there. Nice. A little bit of aggression. He doesn't want that other oil to be falling into the hands of Thermo Man. Getting 1, 2, 3. Gonna miss out on that last guy there. He's gonna see him and get in here. Yes, he is. He's gonna go back for this guy too, perhaps. No, that guy needs to get in there. Get himself some bandages. Get sent back out like a zombie. Here we see the pop on the side because that worker was denied. And we are going to see a little engagement. Little engagement. He's going to back up here. He's going to use that micro. He's going to back up. He's going to back up when the latency catches up. Yeah. Not going to back up. I won't watch. Okay. Not going to cancel that either. No good, no good. Blame it on the lag. Anyway, managed to get a quad cannon there at the cost of a single RPG trooper and his own single scrapped technical. It's a little bit far away for a supply. Should be a wee bit closer, but it doesn't really matter in the end. He's going to get both of these up. He is transitioning into his favorite, the Scorpions. And that is the Terror Tech. But it's dead. All poisoned. Very nice. Very well done. Doesn't want to lose this on the side here. If you can pop those Scorps, that would be very good right now to save that. Also, for those wondering, if you see the little icons here for the upgrades and things, yes, popping out there, better save that. Doesn't matter if you lose a couple Scorps, 1 or 2 in the process. You need this. This is your infinite money producer. Ooh, that's sad. Not sure why MERRYS isn't just taking it for himself. You have it secured, why wouldn't you just take it? It's free money, man. F-R-E, that spells free. Free money. No comprendo. Your idea. Tu idea. Getting himself a toxin tractor because he wants to work on this area here, but with all these Scorpions, it's going to be a little bit difficult. He's moving in here. He knows the tunnel's there. He will destroy it. Might take a little bit of damage there. He needs to get his workers here, all 3 of these workers on this, and then continue to do that. You can use this as a denial plan to protect this side because he has this other tunnel there. And he will be dealing with a small engagement. Not going to lose anything here. Actually, he's going to lose this one. Thought it was going to move in a more perfect left direction. Expanding to that third supply now. In spite of a little bit of a hectic start, he managed to pull himself into a nice even 5 minutes, 33-second game where his opponent, who is stuck with quad cannons because he's stealth, has to deal with very powerful Scorpion tanks of the Toxin General. And with those very powerful Scorpion tanks, which he is continuing to spam as he does not care to tech up at the moment, whereas MERRYS will be a little bit more pushed, shall we say, to tech up, lest he succumb to the rockets and the toxin shells, which will be flying out here. And here we will get a little bit of a case study on this here. Depending upon the micro, depending upon how things go, how the quads have to completely circumnavigate. That means go around, fancy English words for go around, these Scorpions, because quads don't counter Scorpions, especially without these 2 very important upgrades here, the armor-piercing bullets and the junk repair. Junk repair is actually, in a way, more important, depending upon the units you're using as GLA, because, for one thing, it makes it so if you're out of a tunnel, you know, you don't have to be so worried about getting back in. You can survive, you know, a few different situations with Scorpion rockets and everything. Really important for buggies, which we don't see and won't see anytime soon in this game here. Very important for your buggies, because when you get a single Scorpion rocket that happens to get off towards your army of buggies, it won't just blow them up. They will survive. That is very nice. It's also very nice for pretty much any weak unit, but quads it's nice for. It's not as nice for scorpions, even though it does help. But this is very interesting. He's going to drive right in, and there is no counter right now. This is just a huge spam. This guy might actually get run over. Nope. Stop. That's going to be a little annoying, but it's going to get destroyed real quick. So he's got to pop all of these quads, and he has enough. He has a ton of them. He has enough. But if game logic goes against his favor, which it shouldn't, you know, he's got so many. But if this is somehow very well microed and game logic goes in the favor of Thermo Man, then all these quads are just going to get him promoted to 3 stars and a 3-star tox on 3 supplies. It's going to tech up and everything else. It's going to be very difficult to defeat. And as you can see here, quads really aren't the best choice for stopping toxin scorpions. They just get eaten up. And they're pretty close in the XP, but Thermoman just went up to 3 stars now, and he still has all of these, and that's the counter job right there. That's what stops him. But he can just drive around right now. These are fully scrapped, most of these, so these guys are deadly. Gotta keep him away from these guys, though, because they still will succumb to rocket fire. Their armor is not strong. But these guys are both going to die in a second here once the lag goes through. Dead. And that leaves MERRYS in a very poor position here. That was some very incredible decision making. He still needs to remember to spend that 7k float and everything else if he wants to make use of this grand advantage here. That was thousands upon thousands of dollars in quads gone. And you still couldn't stop the army. And he's on nothing in the bank. All of that, and it's only as good as it was because he wasn't spending more money in the meantime building tunnels here. Like, if this were an expert game, you would have seen like 20 tunnels in here by now. Worker going down the side. I wasn't going to miss that worker, don't worry. Still building more hijackers. These are actually far better. If you had like 4 hijackers at once, if this were 1.4 plus, hijacky. Much better at countering a scorpion, because for each hijacked scorpion, you eliminate 1 scorpion from his army, no matter what its rank it is, instantaneously, with the possibility of doing something like this, taking out more scorpions with that scorpion. Just took out 3 scorpions with 1 hijacker, just like that, 3 scorpions. Now if he had 2 more hijackers, could have taken out that whole army, just hijackers. He's bringing him in, he's getting another one. And because that's about all he can do now, he's just going to be spamming them. He does have his palace though, but he's not going to be building anything. See that? Look how powerful hijackers are. Very underused by a lot of semi-players. Even some experts don't use them that much because of their niche. And they usually don't have the same impetus to use them. Look at the float. Oh, he's making it look easy. Making it look easy. He's not even collecting for more than 1 worker here. He's just surviving off of that big oil boom. And, you know, he has the middle too. But he finally managed to quell that. That was pretty good, but you know, you should really just take out the whole middle and just take what's left of these supplies. And MERRYS, he's building a market and he can't afford that. Really, in the grand scheme of things, if he's losing the middle, he can't afford that. That's it. All he needs to do is get himself 1 tech and a rebel. These guys are just far enough over not to get run over. That guy might. Nope, just far enough to the left. Yeah. Don't walk it up there. Just get yourself a tech. And then you just drive right up, pop, and then clear out the middle, and MERRYS he'll go broke. Essentially, he'll eventually be run out of money. He can only invest so much in markets and not in units to defend himself. I mean, these three guys here, these three hijackers, yeah, he has a fourth one there, they will be super annoying against a plain flat rate, oh wow, okay, plain flat rate army of tanks. But the tanks are over here, and the hijackers, all 5 of them are in the middle, and they're not going to make it over here in time. Another oddity, he's getting a tunnel there, yeah, there finally. I was wondering when he would do that, and I knew he would do it. He's a good player, he's a pro player basically now. So he did it, and again, this isn't cleared out because you got it, again, there's a tunnel there. It's going to stop all infantry from advancing just like that. This is going to clear it up. But he needs to get that into technical, get it right up there. Also, tunnel is not being finished during a kill there. In the back, Black Market was finished. He's now producing RPG troopers for his bus. And back down here we see nice Scud Store investing a little bit into the market, getting himself that command center finally. Demo traps, nice. Oh, building in between buildings and behind buildings. Oh, people just do not understand the importance. So many people, they place it out here where it's anticipated and where, you know, you might get a few tanks in a line or whatever. That might have been pretty good to have on there. But if he micros this good, he can take the entire army out with just these hijackers. Oh man. That's hot, man. That's beautiful. Ooh, one guy might get run over. One guy? Yeah, one guy got run over, but that's the whole army. Look at that. In shambles. Just because of those hijackers. Now, it doesn't trade the best, but, you know, it's fine. He got it out of his hair. I mean, there is more back here, and there's a bus with it as well, but he got it out of his hair. He can bring it into the demo traps now. He can bring him back into the demo traps. That's nice. Also, this Scud Storm command center going to go up. He's going to work his way into that tunnel there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's getting close. Ah, he knows there's bombs here now. Good scout right there, rebel scout. Gonna hit that, gonna hit it. Bam! Bam! All down. But MERRYS does not have the income. He just doesn't have it, and Thermo Man just, it's like he's not even playing. It really is. He's like playing at half the speed of MERRYS. Now, he does have the stronger army, objectively speaking. You know, the only thing Stealth has is stealth tunnels, GPS scrambler for stealth units, and cheaper buggies. And that really is it. Everything else is worse. Wow, wow. He's gonna hit the demo trap too. You hit the demo trap. Ah, but he brought a radar van. Ah, classy thinking there. Ah, it's bad that he hit that though. He should have emptied it too. Ah, he's not gonna empty it. Ah, they're all gonna die. Not good, not good. But it doesn't really matter. He's just going to totally overrun MERRYS. He has no money to invest into that late game eco. This is far. One thing that I always say, and people know I say this, why don't you build it like right here or here so they don't have to walk a mile for everything. I know, in the moment you're like, I just gotta get this thing down where it's safe and all that. I know, I understand, I know. But like seriously, man, if you put it right here, it's like collecting from an actual supply, like from this supply. I mean, look at these guys. 3, 6, 7 workers in the world. Oh, that was a beautiful cap job. Oh, we got the cap job. On a 3-minute Scud Storm, big cap job. Now you can't launch it. You had to sell it. You gotta sell it, dog. But he's gonna build another one. He has so much more money and everything else. Not going in your favor, Mr. Australian MERRYS. Is MERRYS from Australia? Or as the Chinese and Japanese government thought during the Austrian sweet wine scandal, Austria, they thought it was Australian wine, so they banned the import of Australian wine, even though it was Austrian wine. Anyway, Jarman Kell walking right up to the army. For what reason, I have no idea. If that radar van were here right now, he'd be dead. But he's going to die anyway, and the bus can be retaken. This bus is going to get shot at. It might go to the hole. No. And if all goes bad, never mind. All didn't go bad. Could have taken that. Driving up there, bringing in the cavalry here, the auxiliary units, the support units. Oh, and he drove right on in there because he wants to be a bother. Just look at that. Just decided one day to drive his tank right up in there. No, just kidding. I think he just went QQA and then just attack moved it through or something. No, actually he just selected it. And like selected here, just driving through. That was really nice though. Really nice unintentional thing there. I mean, you can stop that worker building the tunnel there. No. And he's going back and now there's a tech firing here. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but now it has alerted MERRYS that he should build a tunnel here instead of just rebuilding the supply. I don't know. Here, or here. Oh, look. Gonna get into buildings and all that stuff. All that jazz. Gonna fire on that thing with a couple of shots, bring it on back. As you can see here, we got the Thermo Man, Jarman Kell here. He's eyeing up that battle bus driver. Says, ooh, you got some nice Adidas. I'm gonna shoot you. Anyway, keep it serious. Keep it serious. At the end of the day, it was objectively better. At the end of the day, for Thermo Man. Everything went in his favor, pretty much. Pretty much everything went in his favor. He's got a Scud Storm now, which is in danger of cap. In danger of being captured. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 markets and 2 oils against 3 markets soon and 1 oil. Also, there is 5 supply piles there. There are more 6 supply piles there, but yeah, I don't know. That's mined out. He's mined out here. Totally mined out. He's selling his. He already sold his. MERRYS already sold his. But there's no collection from here. No significant collection. Then you have this oil that he's probably going to target right here. Get himself around, target the oil. Yep, just get that thing destroyed. Actually, he's multi-targeting, multitasking. Nice. If he destroys this oil, then that's even worse for poor MERRYS. Those are 3 real ones. Check collection speed. And down. Gone. Gone. His only source of infinite revenue from oil is gone. And as you can see here, Thermo Man taking it a little bit more seriously now. He should sell this, get another tunnel here. Or perhaps, yeah, tunnel. I was going to say a stinger site for a second in case we saw a bike come in, but I really don't think he's going to do that. With all this around, put all these guys on guard mode as well. But he should definitely be guarding this side too. Just sell this. You don't need it anyway. And I really hope it doesn't come down to the buggy battle, because buggy battles, MERRYS will win. He will definitely win the incredibly laggy 64 latency buggy battle. Remember, 64 does not mean 1 minute and 4 seconds. Oh boy. It's not what it means, but it's laggy. Oh boy, is it laggy. Remember, 17 minutes have gone by. I don't know how many minutes have gone by on stream, probably 20 plus, but 17 minutes have gone by of actual game time. And the game speed is good. Speed is good. Everybody here's got an alright PC. But the connection needs to hold up. Got to get all these workers right up here collecting. Look at all those workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 workers. 21 workers there. 21 workers. Yeah. Termo got this. Mr. MP3, as my only concurrent viewer at any stage of the entire stream, if you're still watching, could you share the stream link in some other places? Not that it matters anyway, but whatever. It was a pretty good game. But as you can see, in spite of the cheaper buggies, a greater cash bounty number, and stealth tunnels, you're just not going to be able to do it against this. The grand income. Everyone with a new box of iPhones being delivered to the black market, as we see. Ew, not the toxin drop. Where's that going? Right here? Why? His toxin drop went right here. So his will go right here, and then it will get shot, and it will disappear. Oh! Pop. 400. Oh! Every one of his buggies just instantly died. Yeah, GG. GG. Big lags. Okay. That's game one. Whew. Game one.
You have been defeated.
Game one. Almost 20 minutes. Game one. Whoa. Game one. Okay, game one goes to lionengine. Test, please. Okay. Will do. I'm all for it. Let's test. See if the latency bombs. Okay, it's perfect. Literally, it's unplayable. What, this speed? I had more latency when he left than I had before. I don't really think it's unplayable. It's not fun, per se. I'll ask him... solve it, please. Well, that's a... That's what I was hoping. Solve it, please. That's a little tiny. It's a little tiny bit. Little itty bitty microscopic bit rough. You know? It's not well, all right. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can resolve big lags. Big lags, big lags. Where are you, Thermo man? Thermo. Try. Test. Must test my connection with the Germans. What to test it? Gotta test it out, gotta see. Got to see if it lags. If it lags. Because if it lags, then we've got a problem. Bigger than if it doesn't.
We will live in prosperity.
And it doesn't lag.
Look real nice when it's done. That's a good choice.
Okay, no lags. So,
China will grow
you know what that means?
building a Chinese empire. I build for China. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Basically,
Yes.
good.
Nice location. Built for China.
Basically good. Basically good enough, so.
Unit lost.
Apparently, the lag stems from the three of us connecting together. Apparently. Whoops. Alright. So, the lag seems to be only when we three play together in the same game. Okay. Okay, and all expenses paid trip. Oh, man. Always comes down to the big lag. Big lag. Alright. Just for you guys. I can't. Okay. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. And in the meantime, while they are doing that, I guess I could stream something else. Maybe Mr. XBS replay. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. This was a game between a guy from Jersey against the big German overlord, Mr. X. Well, actually, heck, let me do something quick. Since we're going to be casting replays. Start this sucker up in reshade. Reshade is highly superior 0-hour graphics. In order to use Reshade yourself, go to gamereplays.org/0-hour. Head to the general discussion forum, to the mods and custom maps subforum, and from there you will see a pinned topic relating to Reshade, both its installation and its use. You will there find a preset by community member Exile, who has gone through the work of making 0-hour look as you will see here. I have tweaked it just a bit, so you will notice minor changes. But these changes should not in any way frighten you. I will up the camera pitch to standard and remove Marty McFly. And with that removed, you can see graphics are mildly improved. Or I shouldn't say the graphics are mildly improved, I should just say some things look a bit more crisp, some things look a bit more smooth, other things do not. What in the world do I have on that's making it look like garbage though? Ah, vibrance and vignette. I do not need those. Anyway, probably just make this little explanation on how to use Reshade. But you see how smooth that looks? Look how nice that is. Anyway, the reason this replay, which was posted in the Masters of Death clan forum at gamereplays.org, in the replays, historical, bashes, whatever topic, was posted by Jarman Electra, who now goes by Fast Air since I changed his name. Look at that there. Should have been able to finish off that dozer. It was posted because the terrain looks awful flat right here, but as you can see, a funny little thing happens when he tries to target this dragon. They stop firing. Isn't that hilarious? Happens every time, doesn't it? A little bit of terrain gets you, just like that. Just like that. Anyway, let's go O to stop it. Let's go insert. And home. Let's see, what can we add? Cartoon makes it look like, I don't know, a cartoon, maybe? Let's see here. What did that do? Ah, it just gives like a little edge to everything. Turn that off. Don't know what the heck that did. Well, you gotta mess with settings and things. Clarity. Ooh. But you can always do bloom and lens flare. That's what people do when they do their videos and stuff, and they want to make explosions look all ugly and grainy with many artifacts. Go all the way around that thing. With bloom and lens flare, this is what it looks like. The smoke and the fire looks really, really, really grainy. But thanks to all that grain, you really notice it. You know, gets that nice hurt in your eyes look to it. You're sitting there, you're like, wow, my eyes, man, they hurt. That sort of thing. But, you know, this replay, kind of lame. Still could have won. He says his options in the topic. Look at that. Ah, lens flare. Ah, please, bloom and lens flare, go off. Bloom and lens flare, on, off, on. Don't break it, off. Border. You can use the border if you want to take cool shots. You go border. Then you go, no. Why did I click that? No. Where is it? No. Where is it? Oh, that's ugly. Put on film grain one. I think I need to mess around with it more. But okay. Exit. Yeah, see, puts that film grain to it when you want to do stuff like that. Clueless player. This is another replay from that Bashes topic. F9. Let's see here. So back in the 1960s, when we had U.S. troops based in the Gulf, you can see the beaches. Oh, those beaches. I remember those beaches. I remember the supply docks like it was yesterday. Here we had the United States of America putting up a barracks, putting up our supply centers to collect from the supplies of the indigenous peoples, putting up our power stations to power their huts, give them lights, give them life, give them liberty. And here we had our dozers heading out, our dozers going to the middle here, our dozers to run over these poor innocent locals who are only trying to defend themselves. And here we see them terrorizing their own people, setting up terrorists. These were local individuals who, through American intervention, were radicalized by the local governments, the local provincial governments, the local parties, all of these people who were they were in the area already, and we saw things like this. We saw terrorism. We saw things that we couldn't unsee. We knew it was real when we saw it. It wasn't just a thing that happened. Terrorism occurred. Innocent dozer drivers, excavation workers had to deal with this. The United States began equipping their UN troops, which were originally UN troops and later became full-on US military operation units everywhere, you know, actual soldiers. They began using high explosive warheads against civilian targets, Humvees, gunning down innocent civilians. I mean, this is just what happens in 0 hour. And things like this, and all the while you saw complaints and more complaints. I mean, look at this. Poor terrorist, shot down. I wish I should slow down the scroll speed. Follow these guys. It's like a music video. I mean, look at this. This is how you take cool screenshots, though. Although you don't want to go too crazy. Look at that. Driving in. Down the roads. Down the dirt roads they went. The dirt paths of the jungle's finest. The GLA. With their Jeeps. Which are not actually Jeeps. People call them Jeeps. But they're trucks. Definitely trucks. Well, the wicked USA tries to destroy everything they have with their no eco. They don't have to go for economy. They're only here to make votes, not save money. When you print the dollar, and you own the dollar, what fear have you for the waste of the dollar? Look at that. Blowing up civilians in their trucks. They had no chance at all, no chance in a million years to fight the United States of America head on. But that's why they don't fight them head on. They fight them like this, from the back, from the behind, while the grandeur, the great United States, the great capitalist pigs, the imperialist pigs, aren't paying attention to their own supply lines. They bring them down with RPG in hand. Both Chinooks go straight down like it's nothing. But, alas, we see in the base very little left, merely a tunnel network system, connecting to another tunnel network system, which is probably connecting to another tunnel network system that we can't see, because the United States has not allowed us to see it yet. In fact, we can even do more. We can go, Yeep. Nope, not that far. No. Wait, where was that? If I can find it. Magic bloom. Oh, okay, yeah, that. Oh yeah, look at that. That is queer. Looks like back in the day on my VHS. Gets the barracks up. Anyway, you're watching Serby. This is Serby. the GLA player. This is Fast Air, the USA player. And look at that. I don't know why they put, I mean, it was just a bad, it's not a good replay by any means. It was just a bash replay for history's sake and stuff. Because apparently they were flaming each other every time you saw units and things stop moving like this. They were quickly smacking enter and going flame, 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 you know. Something like that, you know. You never get the story straight with stuff that happens in 0 hour, and then they go to the forums with it. You never get the straight story, but anyway, that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool like that. I mean, you can do a lot of things. Just don't click nostalgia, because I don't even know. What is this even supposed to represent? What is this supposed to be? Who's this supposed to be nostalgic for? This is like taking the thought process out of the brain doing this. Let's zoom into the Humvees. What is that nostalgic for? The NES? If it were 3D? No, 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 no. No, no, no. And then you have perfect perspective, which is also like, dude, what? I mean, what? What even? What, like this? It's like looking at a map. Anyway, get rid of that. Perfect perspective, magic bloom. Get rid of that film grain. No border. Leave the rest. Okay. Now I'm gonna check if they have their replays now. Yes, very private screening, very private screening. Got to see if MERRYS is even doing this. Let's see if they've finished any games. Maybe they have. Hopefully they have. I always vowed that I would never cast replays because it's just not as fun as the live thing. But I told him I would. And let's see. What's this? That's just the test game. So they haven't finished any games yet. No finished games. At all. Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, that stinks. That really stinks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when it's like that? Really? What do you do? Well, I guess there isn't really much to do. Highly anticlimactic. I mean, I suppose I could always just end the stream and do something else. Till they have the replays in. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just end it.